Hello there, and thank you for finding me here at my YouTube channel Benidorm and Beyond. I produce positive, original and informative videos on a weekly basis about Benidorm and the surrounding areas. So if you enjoy this vlog, please consider becoming a subscriber so you'll never miss any new content as I upload it in the future. Today I'm showing you the stunning views from the very top of the Old Town headland. The plaza is dominated by one large main bar called Cafeteria El Castel. After speaking to the owners, I discovered that this family-run business has been here for around 30 years, since the 1990s. Offering tapas, snacks, main meals, ice creams and even cocktails, it is the perfect place to while away an hour or two whilst taking in the gorgeous views of the beaches on either side. The cannons that we can see forming a circle in the centre of the square are a focal point and have actually all been raised from the sea bed. In fact, in years gone by, if you stood on the very end of the headland, you could see those very four cannons beneath you in the clear waters of the Mediterranean Sea. They had laid there for many years after being used to defend Benidorm in the past centuries, and I will tell you a little about the area's history shortly. On the day I visited, the whole zone was full of people taking selfies, family photographs or listening to the buskers, or just simply taking in the gorgeous views, and no doubt being thankful that they could at last be on holiday again here, and long may it continue. As you are looking out to sea, you have clear views across to the rocky Peacock Island, or Isla de Benidorm as the Spanish call it, and the isle can be visited by boat from the harbour below on an hourly basis and costs €15 return. Many of you will have taken this trip on previous holidays and have seen it all before. But did you know that it is 2 miles offshore and was once a settlement and refuge for those wishing to avoid the cholera epidemics? Now we take the few steps up to what is called the Balcon del Mediterraneo, or Balcony of the Mediterranean in English. It is also known as the Mirador del Castillo, or Castle Viewpoint, as this is where the old castle used to stand. The balcon is now completely accessible to the less mobile as well, due to the addition of ramps and handrails in its recent renovation. So here's the history bit. On this large rocky outpost for 300 years, from the 14th to the 16th century, Benidorm had to constantly defend itself against invasions by Algerian and Barbary pirates. It did this from its fortress and castle that was located on this rock that strategically overlooks the two crescent-shaped beaches of the city, these of course being Playa Levante and Playa Poniente. According to records, Benidorm suffered several raids by pirates and privateers, including one way back in 1448 that resulted in most of the population being enslaved and the area practically abandoned for years. In 1812, the French invaded during the Spanish War of Independence, when they took over the fortress and effectively rescued it, so that they could keep watch for possible attacks from the east due to the castle's tactical position. But during the defeat of the Napoleonic army, when the English navy arrived to help the Spanish in 1813, the fort was attacked so brutally with cannon fire that the area was once again left in ruins. It was not until the 1930s that the area was used again, but this time as a scenic viewpoint, which was of course long before it had any tourist aspirations and became the glorious, bustling resort of Benidorm we all know and love today. Over the years, the whole area has been renovated several times, including replacement of the tiled floors of the plazas, along with the iconic white balustrades that needed renewing due to the effects of sea erosion. More recently, in the summer of 2019, Benidorm Council again began work on evaluating the historical value of the archaeological remains that might exist in this area, and to reinforce and stabilise the slopes of the Punta Canfali. The works cost €1.2 million, of which the town hall received a grant of €500,000 from European funding. It now looks fresh and appealing, and information boards are dotted around in Spanish and English, so you can find out even more about its past should you wish to do so. Below the Balcon del Mediterraneo itself, and down the whole 59 steps, which of course aren't so wheelchair friendly, you can find this pretty white-walled pentagon-shaped lookout point, in which you can find the Windrose or La Rosa de los Vientos. As well as showing the traditional north, east, south and west compass points, it also indicates the direction of the winds. There used to be a prominent fountain in the sea just off this point, spouting water several metres up into the air. You can still see the spout and the foundations of it, but the council stopped this attraction several years ago due to structural problems. The years of history, along with the beautiful restoration and upkeep of this whole area, really do make it a place worth visiting on your holidays. And whatever time of the day, there are always people about, enjoying the views, the wind on their faces and the peaceful atmosphere. It is especially spectacular as the sun sets, and as this is when the old town really comes alive anyway, it is certainly worth the effort of visiting at least once by nightfall. I hope that you've enjoyed this wander around the historic Balcon del Mediterraneo and the old town area with me, and if you have, I would ask that you please give this vlog a thumbs up and like it, and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already done so. I'll see you out and about next time. Cheers!